When you're all weird. When you're all weird. When you're all
Seems to be going well. I can see.
Oh, okay. Got it. Okay.
It indicates that it's doing well.
Okay. Okay. So,
Good job, phone.
yes. So we just went and saw Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts.
Yeah. I was kind of expecting it to be a commentary on mental health.
No kidding. Okay, that's what I was saying. I was like, I leaned over to you. I was like, I don't recall the Avengers having to fight someone in their mind.
Mm-hmm.
It was always like, hey, there's the
Good
bad
guy,
guy.
bad guy.
Let's either beat him
Let's
up or
have a
kill him.
physical fight.
Yeah, exactly. There is no like everyone is basically going into their minds into a void, and like, good luck getting out. You're lucky that these ragtag team of people that misfits who don't cooperate with each other but had to survive.
Yeah.
Decided that, you know what, let's go in there and see. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Although I do like that it was heavy Yelena, because I love that Yelena.
Oh, no
I love
kidding.
that Florence Pugh got first billing.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I
Yep.
freaking love her. She's so great.
Oh, she was so good in this.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
absolutely. Yeah. Incredible. Actually,
So-
everybody was, but my
Yes.
God, what a fun movie.
Oh my
though.
gosh, and Red Guardian.
Oh my God. Such a fanboy for Bucky.
Yes, such a fanboy.
It's okay, I'm a fanboy for Bucky too.
You're right. He's like, and as soon as you get, the standard Hydra. Ooh, fancy. We are the same, but not the same, but the same. He was a huge Winter Soldier fan.
Yes.
Oh my God.
And I love that he was the comic relief.
Yes.
Oh, he
Yes.
had to be. Nobody else was gonna be.
Right?
Oh my gosh. And Walker, has he always been that dumb?
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh, he was so dumb.
Yeah, he really was.
And like, seriously, I love that when the ladies are looking at him like, what the fuck? Like, like outer space. Like, hello. Like, and that wasn't the only time. There was other times where he said stupid shit, and it's like, what?
That's why he's the D-list Captain America.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah, no kidding.
Varsity League. That was a junior varsity.
Yes.
Junior varsity
Yeah.
league, Captain America.
Minor league.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
There's nothing major league about him.
No. Although it was very interesting that he embraced the taco at the end.
Oh God,
Oh,
yes.
It's probably because he couldn't get it back straight.
Because, Bob is like...
Bob is Bob now.
Bob
Yes.
is blocked. Bob is blocked like Hulk was blocked.
Yes.
Or how Banner was blocked.
Yes.
And stuff. So, yeah. So, I get
Yeah,
that,
and I don't
but-
think they want to go into Bob's mind again.
Yeah.
Not just yet.
No. There was
No.
way too many things going on in there.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Again, mental health. I mean, it's like, it's just this, who knew that the major plot line of this would be them having to deal with this dude's, like,
Mental
manic
issues?
depressive, bipolar, split personality,
And
mental
people just
issue.
kept telling Valentina that the whole time, and she's like, nah, it's fine. It's fine.
It's like,
What is wrong with you?
when in the history of Marvel, right?
Right.
Has anybody ever been able to create like some super being or something like that and think that they can control them?
Right,
No,
exactly.
that never works out, bitch. Learn your lesson from all the previous people
Right.
who have fucked up thinking that.
Right?
Seriously.
Why do I need to listen to you?
Well, I'm like,
Exactly.
God. I'm like, really? You think
Although his logic, I did get his logic, you
Yes,
know, he's like, you said I
absolutely.
was better than the Avengers, and there was a god in that one, so I mean,
Exactly.
technically, you
And
know.
Yes.
technically that's a Norse god. So,
I understand
But
that,
still.
but I mean, I
Still,
did
God
get
is
his
God,
logic,
right?
yeah, I got his logic,
yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
I mean, and it seemed to be he was pretty powerful.
Oh, God.
And he seemed to be indestructible until
Yes.
they had to go into his mind
Right.
and help him.
Well, our mind is very,
Yes, but physically,
No.
there is no kryptonite with this fucking
no,
guy.
it
Like,
really isn't. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I was wondering.
I was very surprised on his little quick tutorial from Valentina made him so.
Yeah, I know. That just was like, boom. Like,
Yeah.
you know, because I mean, it seemed like it was just a couple of hours that passed.
Exactly.
But obviously, it had to have been longer than that because they had time to put him in the outfit,
Yep.
dye his hair,
yeah.
teach him shit.
Did you
and
see all the
everything
people
like
in the
that.
back of his room though when he was
Yeah, with all of
training?
the-
all the different
all
clothes
of the different
and yeah.
costumes and
Yeah.
shit and everything. And I was
Although
just
he
like,
did
oh,
look pretty good as Sentry though.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
he looked really good with the
Yeah.
gold suit and,
Yeah.
and the blonde hair worked. I
Yeah,
mean,
it
he's all
did.
like second. I don't know about the hair, and it's like the hair's fine, man. The suit's fine. Actually,
Yeah.
actually,
Are you
let's-
sure? You just keep going back to
Talking
the
about
hair.
mental health, fuck. Shit,
Yeah,
man.
it's all about the hair, man.
Yeah, but I get it. People, you know, growing up different ways, you know,
well,
and dealing with
exactly.
the trauma. And so I was technically right. That was like their worst regret, right? That they kept flashing on.
Yes.
Yeah,
The ones
yeah,
that
that
kept going
seemed
to.
to be it.
Yes.
Either that or it was the
Or-
root cause that started
Oh,
everything.
yeah. Okay,
yeah,
yes.
that's true.
Because Yelena's, she was really young.
Yeah.
He said that was her first test.
Right.
Yes.
And then with
So-
Valentina, that was her obviously her
Oh,
first
yeah,
one,
yeah.
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yep.
So okay, yeah. And then with Walker, I mean that instance was when his wife decided to leave him and take
Yeah.
the child. So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
You know,
so I mean,
the-
it may, you know, so I mean,
he kind of deserved it, though. He is a piece of shit.
Oh my god.
And I love when Bob called him out. He like laughed and he's like, "You're supposed to be Captain America. You're an asshole."
Yeah. And I'm like, everybody keeps saying that.
Oh my god! And then when he grabbed the freaking baton and almost let all three of them drop,
Oh.
like what the fuck, bro?
Right? Oh my god.
Oh, and then you're welcome for saving your lives.
okay, but to be fair, it's
How
like
else
if
are they gonna
somebody
do
didn't
it?
do something
So-
like that, they were gonna sit there forever and fucking
Okay,
talk and talk
I
and talk
agree.
and talk.
I agree,
So
but again-
somebody had to fucking
Yes.
just do it.
So he just basically hoped that they were all gonna do exactly
Yes.
what they did.
Yes.
Because Bob was gonna die if Yelena didn't fucking latch on and swing down and shoot, grab him with her
Yeah.
little thing.
Yes.
Bob was gonna go splat.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
you would.
Well, maybe not, I guess,
Well, I was gonna
because
say,
but they
that-
didn't know that at the
Yeah,
time.
Right.
Well, yeah, because I mean, it's like I'm sure that before he hit the bottom, it's like
He would like slightly hover. His whole thing would.
or something.
Yeah,
or he
Sentry would
land
take
and,
over.
like, just get up and be like,
Yeah.
Like when he got riddled with fucking bullets. And
Right,
shit, he just got
exactly.
up and was like, "Good, dude."
Yep.
Yeah. So.
So yes, but I really liked it. It was very good.
Oh yeah, I did
Very
too.
good. But
Yep.
and I guess I really like the. We've done just beating up the bad guys. Let's do in your mind now.
Well,
So
I did like how Yelena had to like talk with Bob and like, hey, we've all been there. You're not alone. It
Yeah.
seems like it.
Yeah.
And that's why they had to have that, because it's true.
Yeah.
How many of us do feel like we're alone and nobody understands or you don't have anybody? That's how he felt.
Right.
And the fact that it was nice that she was able to get through to him and say no. And then when everybody came together and said, no,
Yes.
we are here for you.
Yes, and I did like how when she was talking to Bob when she said I was wrong before.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
it-
You
it-
can't just push it down.
yeah, no.
Yeah. But
Um,
I also think she needed to have that conversation with Daddy.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh my gosh, I know when she said that. I was like, oh,
Daddy. I was like, oh.
I know. And I like, that whole conversation was such
she
a good
needed
one.
to have that conversation.
Yeah.
with
She
my
did.
guardian
Because I lost my sister again, but this time for, for good, and stuff. And I needed you. And he's like, I see that now,
Yeah.
and stuff. And,
And,
yeah.
and again, it's like fun goes both ways. You could have called him up at any time.
Yes.
True.
But
Yes.
I get it. She's the kid
Daughter,
and so,
yeah.
But again, it's like that was a cover. You know what I mean? So it's like,
Yes.
You know,
but it was
and-
real.
yes,
He
they
said it was real. She told them it was real to her.
oh yes, I
And,
know that.
you
but
know.
I mean, yeah, no, I know, but
Yeah, and how many times did she have to have this conversation with Lexi? Like in Black Widow.
Uh-huh.
It's like, come on, man, come on,
yeah.
come on, man. But yes, he was going through his own shit.
Yeah.
He's like, no, of course I hate my life. Look around. It's
Sitting around in a piece of shit apartment
Yeah.
with a piece of shit limo that I have as my job.
hey, that was his indestructible machine or whatever
Oh,
he
yeah.
called it.
Could never
Well,
get past 54
ish.
miles
Yeah,
an hour.
Yeah, there was a lot of ish
And
about
dude,
that.
he's hitting switches. And he's like, who are you driving?
But I mean, he's sitting around in his bathrobe in a piece of shit apartment
Yes.
with a piece of shit beat up limo. So I
Yes.
mean, it's like, okay.
Yes, exactly.
You know?
They were both in the same boat, just not talking to each other.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but I really liked that scene when she said that. And
Yeah.
they had that conversation. And how devastated he was when she walked into the void.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. And I'm glad that, oh God, what is Ghost? Ghost said something. and and then Walker backed her up, and then they all decided to go. It's like, fucking good job.
Well, I mean, because at that point, it's like, what were they going to do? I mean, they
couldn't do anything.
something.
Yeah,
exactly. So why not just
exactly.
So
I'm glad that they found each other that fast, though, because Yelena had to get out of her own head and then go find Bob,
right?
And they had to get out of theirs to find each other and then find her.
Well, I mean, we don't know that because they all went in together.
Maybe they were holding hands and went in together. And
they didn't show that.
That's
a
true.
good point.
And when they got knocked out the first time, Bob was touching Yelena. That's why he ended up in her thing. So
exactly. So
maybe they were all holding hands and walked into the void together.
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
That makes sense. That's why they all showed up at the same time.
Yep. Yeah. Fuck Valentina, though. Oh my god.
Oh, that one.
Oh, but I did like Yelena going, "We own you now."
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, because they do.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then, so I'm curious about the whole Sam thing, though, and copywriting the Avengers thing and stuff. And I'm like, Sam, why are we not on board with this?
Right?
Why are we not on board with this, Sam?
Yeah, I know. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's like because
And we're blending. Blending everything.
There was
right.
like how many fucking Avengers together? Trust me, you don't have to have just 6 members on the Avengers or whatever it was. So let's bring it together because look at what you accomplished
when you work together.
You all came together.
Exactly.
So quit being a little bitch, Sam.
Right.
And let's figure it out.
We're gonna fix it with a Z.
Hey,
Alexei.
he was thinking outside.
Oh my god, I love
so
him.
I don't know
freaking
about
love.
the whole race car drivers.
I know, what was that? Baby seal butt.
I get it though, because it's soft, much better for range of motion, nothing
Right.
constricting or anything like that.
Yeah,
And the reason why Yelena was her first thing at the beginning, she was in a sweatsuit.
You're right. Well, she was also kind of depressed at that point too,
true.
and she just didn't care anymore.
Yeah,
Well,
but
and
it
I
gave her maximum range of motion.
Yes, she did.
But I
Dude,
loved when he showed up in the suit, and all I kept thinking was the Fantastic Four. When he goes, "We got sponsors now." We got sponsors. And,
I know. Did you read all of them? I'm like, oh look, AMPM and Fox.
And she's like, "We're not wearing that," you know. And then I'm like, "Oh my gosh, yeah." I thought it was hilarious.
Yes. So yeah, no.
But yeah, it just.
I quite enjoyed that.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see it again.
Me too.
It was really good, and like I said, I really love Yelena. I really like her. When she appeared on freaking Black Widow, I fucking love her.
I swear to God, I kept wanting her to go, Kate Bishop.
Right? Yeah. Right?
Or call up Kate Bishop on the phone. I'm in New York. Kate
Right?
Bishop.
I'm gonna stop by and make some mac and cheese.
Kate Bishop, you got hot sauce?
Right? That was such a great scene. I fucking love that scene. Are you sure you're done? Because I'm gonna add sauce to it.
Yeah, I just saw this thing saying that I believe Jeremy Renner's not going to do Hawkeye season 2 because Disney offered him half of what they paid him.
I'm sorry,
for
why?
The first one.
Yeah,
why would they even? I'm sorry, what?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. I didn't read the article. I just read the headline. And you know how it all goes. It's like you just read headlines, so you don't know
so you don't
exactly
know.
how accurate.
Yeah.
But the source that put it out is a reliable source for shit like this and stuff. And I'm just going, and stuff.
Why
and
would
actually, I did click on it and I read the first paragraph and it said that. So, but it didn't go into why.
That doesn't make any sense.
No.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense, but they also kind of because Scarlett Johansson had she took him to Disney to court or whatever because Black Widow came out.
Yeah,
right
on
around
Disney
it.
before it came out in theaters, and she didn't
Because
get any
it
of the.
was-
Yes.
Yeah, because it was the pandemic shit.
Yeah.
So she didn't get what she was
Right.
Contracted
supposed
for?
to get
Yeah,
and
because you put in a
everything,
contract
so-
about getting part of
Yeah.
the ticket sales and
theater
shit.
yeah, exactly.
And stuff.
So-
But with them having it available, she lost half or more. You know.
Yeah, so it's once the parameters of that deal changed, they should have gone back and renegotiated the contract.
Right.
But I mean, it's a big corporate conglomerate. You know.
Yeah. I was wondering. Mascot of a local corporation. Yeah. Yeah. I fucking love it. That was a good one in The Simpsons. Yeah.
So, but yeah. So I mean, so who knows? It's.
I wonder
It's
if-
not the first time that Disney's pulled some shady shit.
I wonder if
That's true.
they're doing the whole negotiation thing, like we learned in the last movie. What movie did we just go see? And they negotiate. You have to negotiate. What was the last movie we just went and saw?
Sinners.
Yes, and it was, and he taught him you have to negotiate. The lady, she was like, no, I'm gonna say, or no, he said this. I'm gonna say this, you say this, then I'm gonna say this, and you say this.
The
money.
had to watch
Yeah, and he offered her 10 cents, and then by the end, he talked himself into giving her 30 cents for a minute, you know, and stuff.
Well, I mean, I think that was his way of teaching her, hey, know your worth.
Exactly, but that's my point. You know, like, is that what
we should have recorded?
Oh, I know. Sinners is really good.
Oh, it was.
Well, it's still playing.
It is still playing.
Anyways.
But no, is that what Disney's doing with Renner? Is it like, we're gonna lowball him and hope that, he's gonna come back at this, and they're gonna
Right? We did talk
Because
about
why
it.
would you not offer him the same amount?
Well, yeah.
You know, like
Exactly.
at least starting off.
Right.
Or if you're gonna lowball
Especially with everything
stuff
that
like
he's
that,
been
then
through.
it should be for like a guest starring thing, like Hawkeye. It's like
It just makes
Bishop
it
heavy.
Yeah, and he
stuff,
just makes
and then-
appearances.
And he just makes appearances, or
Yeah.
or something like that. Then I can understand that. But if that's not what you're gonna do, then you pay him at least what you paid him the first go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially with what
Don't
he's
lowball him.
gone through. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You're lucky he's even considering still doing it, know,
Right.
with all the rehab and all the shit he had to go through to get back into shape and shit.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
So, I mean, and he wrote a book and he just released it.
Oh, did he?
I did not know that.
I didn't
He
know that either.
narrated the
Audiobook?
audiobook and
Ooh.
stuff and everything.
Might have to
So
get it just to hear him audio.
Well, you got credits now.
So, I mean,
Yeah, I got one.
and he's still doing, what is it, Mayor of Kingstown?
Oh, yeah.
Whatever,
Oh,
or
is he?
something like
I would imagine they didn't end it the last
Yeah,
season.
no,
we watched.
they didn't end it. And I think he just,
Marystown?
Yeah, Mayor Kingstown.
yeah,
Oh,
and
that's it,
I
Mary's
think
Kingstown.
they either just got done filming the next season or some shit.
Oh,
or about to start
okay.
filming the next season. So, yeah, so it's not like he's hurting for work. So
Yeah.
he doesn't have to take your offer. So if
Yeah,
he's in a
that's
good
true.
position to be like,
Exactly.
no
Nope.
thanks.
No, thank you.
I know my worth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
come back with a real offer, or else
Yeah.
we're done with this conversation.
Right?
But I mean, it's like, why not?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yep.
so whatever.
Whatever. I really like those glasses, by the way,
Oh, thank you. My black heart shaped sunglasses.
Yep.
Yes. Thank you.
because they're the matte black, not the
Yes.
glossy one.
But anyways,
Sorry.
yeah, no, that's fine. So I figure what we can do is we'll get the initial conversation out now, and since we're seeing Thunderbolts tomorrow, we can always record again and see if we pick up on anything that we missed the first
that's
go
true.
around
That's true. Yep.
and stuff,
Yep.
because we haven't even talked about like what the plot is, which is fine because we don't want to do spoiler.
What was the plot?
Okay,
Mental
the
illness.
plot
No, I'm just kidding.
was the rejects that Valentina had hired
Oh, yeah.
to do her
Dirty
black op
work,
shit,
yeah.
dirty work stuff.
And then she wanted to get rid of him.
And
Yeah, her cleaning up her
Yeah.
messes.
Yeah. Yes.
exactly. She wanted to get rid of them because they were the only evidence that
Yeah.
could tie her to doing impeachable criminal
Yep.
things in Washington and stuff. So she gathered them all together to take them out, but they somehow survive. And they find Bob, who winds up being Sentry.
Bob.
Yeah.
And
Only
stuff.
because they accidentally knocked into his thing and turned him on, or
Oh, yes.
or turned him off and
Yes.
he woke up or whatever the
Yeah.
fuck it was.
Yeah, well, yeah.
They just got lucky that they happened to be fighting and knocked into him.
Well,
Yeah.
Who are you? I'm Bob.
Yeah, right.
But
All
I
I
mean,
kept
the thing
thinking is, baby,
Valentina
on board.
didn't even know he was in
That's
there.
what I'm saying. I'm like, well, what the fuck, bitch?
So,
You don't
it's
even know it's down in your vault.
No,
Yeah, I
she
know.
was
And
there
it's
with
like,
all
you're the
being
one that's in
destroyed
charge
anyways.
of everything, so how do you not know this?
Yeah.
So,
Ay, ay, ay.
anyway, but anyway, yeah, so...
I'm still iffy about her assistant. Was she trying to turn, but then Valentina found out, so she's like, I'm just gonna be on Valentina's side, like, you
Well,
know.
no, I think she went and she hit the kill switch on Bob or Sentry
Hoping to end that.
because I think she saw just exactly the potential of like, oh shit, this is gonna go sideways.
Yeah, this is gonna
Oh,
go
yeah.
bad.
Sideways,
Oh, yeah.
really, really fucking fast.
Yeah.
I need to just do this
Yeah.
because it's better to deal with the.
I'd like to know what kind of kill switch they thought. Oh, sorry, what they thought was gonna take out Bob. Like or Sentry. Like what they had like a little explosion in his brain or something like they
Well,
normally do.
yeah,
Those chip
well, that's
things.
what I kept thinking.
But,
What, like in Suicide Squad?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Right?
So like, what kind of like kill switch did they have?
Yeah, I know. It really makes you wonder because it's like, motherfucker got hit with a firing squad of like,
Yeah.
hardcore
And-
artillery, and it didn't even make a dent in him.
Right.
No.
He
And-
fell from fucking space. It didn't.
Yes,
kill him.
exactly.
And
Made a
so-
crater in a fucking mountain.
Yeah,
Right.
So
it's the-
that's what I mean.
yeah.
So did they implant these, bombs like in Suicide Squad in their head, and then give him the experimental drug just in case. So that, because I assume once he turned into Sentry, they weren't going to be able to penetrate his skin and shit. If bullets can't.
Well, yeah,
so
exactly.
So their thought was, let's put the mind thing in there now,
sure.
and then give him the drug, and if it works, great. If it doesn't, then they die anyway. So we don't need that. We're just losing a little bomb, like
I don't know, but because it's like, because he was already bulletproof and fucking fall proof,
right?
All that shit and everything before they got their hands on him. So what made them think that they'd be able to do so?
Right, that's what I mean.
It doesn't make sense. They essentially made Marvel Superman.
Yes, they did. Oh, straight up. Honestly, I think Sentry could take friggin' Superman.
Well, yeah, because Sentry doesn't have to rely on Earth's yellow sun for his power.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And he doesn't have, and he just obviously doesn't have a kryptonite because they did the kill switch and he still didn't die. It just made him more powerful.
Exactly. Exactly. And then so that's the other thing too. It's like, do you think Superman can get out of his own brain? Like if Sentry put him in a void,
right?
Then do you think if Superman can find his way out?
If it was Henry Cavill as Superman, sure.
I mean,
yeah.
But I mean, he probably would have had to go find Bob, just like Yelena did, and go, bro, we need to get out of here,
right?
Kind of thing. Yeah, because that would have been the only way for him to get out of there, because there was no other way. Nobody else could. I mean, they were just been going from room to room to room to room in everybody's mind, Yeah, there was. Yeah, no, that was.
You're like, this is the best. This is the best room.
No, right. Yeah. This is the most quiet, and then So show us. I was waiting for that. Show us the worst room.
Yeah.
So.
Well, yeah, because it was also not only dealing with like mental health shit, but it was also just like face your fears because that's just.
Yep.
It's and that was.
I just thought it was really cute. Not cute in a cute way, I guess. But when
like a kitten way.
Well, no, like when they were doing the guns and Yelena finished first, and they were going to whip the hands, and she ran over and covered her ears.
Yes,
her younger self his ears.
Exactly.
Yes.
Like I said, cute, but in a not
cute
way.
Sweet
there you go, sweet. There you go.
Herself.
Yes.
She's basically protecting her own psyche.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Her own inner child.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
I just really like Yelena, man.
She's always been a favorite from the moment that she got introduced.
Yes.
And honestly, I don't know if she would be as much of a favorite to me if it wasn't Florence Pugh playing her.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, Florence Pugh
is doing it.
Yeah, she's doing a really good job as Yelena.
Because I try and picture somebody else as Yelena, and I just don't see it.
No,
I can't.
Is that her natural accent?
No. She's not
No,
Russian.
but she does it really fucking
She does.
But that's
she does
why I
do it
thought
really
about
well,
it.
yeah.
Just like David Harbour really fucking
Oh my gosh, I know. I've heard I met him, I would expect that to come out of his mouth and be like, oh, that's not what you sound like.
Yeah. And oh my god, Bucky gave plenty of shit to fucking fanboy about. Because like when they finally comes together with the other ragtag ones and stuff, when he's chasing them on
the motorcycle.
Oh, yeah. Stopping the last fucking military vehicle that's chasing him and shit. He hits him with the fucking steel rope and shit and stuff.
Yeah.
And just with the power of his metal arm and his super soldier shit, grabs it, punches the fucking roadway, and it just stops dead in its tracks. And it's like, holy fucking shit.
That was so awesome.
Like,
never mind the fact that the stoffy he did, basically, when he did the front wheel, hit the brakes and this, to get the hood.
That's like hitting Captain America, holding onto the building, holding on to helicopter.
Oh my god,
shit.
that was the best scene.
Right?
That was the best. It's like,
Exactly.
go Cap, hold on to that helicopter. Oh my god, I love watching him do that. I'm just like, woo!
And then later on when they're, big fight and the whatever vehicle is coming that way, and he just basically punches it.
Oh yeah, and it flies over,
their head and stuff. I'm like,
oh, to
that's
say
sort of like when
that
Cap
elder
rips the fucking log apart with his bare hands.
Oh yeah, that too.
Okay.
That's very satisfying.
Yeah.
Also.
That's why I'm like such a fucking Bucky fangirl, because it's like, and also it's like when he was on screen, when he was finally in his Bucky glory and not conquering him.
Oh my god, yeah.
And stuff, and he's on the motorcycle and shit, and I'm like, yeah, see, this is it. Cap was Brandon Walsh. Bucky is Dylan McKay.
Ha! Yes. Ha ha! Sorry, 90210, if you didn't catch that reference.
Yes.
Yes.
That's where you
Yes.
start making your choices and shit, you know,
Yes.
and stuff. Because it's like, and then if you look at it, it's like, okay.
Best friends.
Because then if you look at it, you can also look at it like, you know, like, okay, Captain America is Sam Winchester. Bucky is Dean Winchester.
There you go. There you go.
For like
There
the
you
more
go.
current generation.
Yeah,
there you go.
All right.
Because, you know,
Oh, for-
the 90210 is like 30 plus years
Yeah.
ago.
I know. I'm like,
Still good.
yeah.
Yeah, no, it's still a good one, but for your Gen X girlies.
Oh, yeah.
Whereas, you know, like the Winchester reference is more of a, you know, millennial,
Yes, yes.
you know, and stuff. So, but yeah, it's like, cause I'm just like, yeah, there. Just another example of choosing between the good guy and the bad boy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
oh,
pretty
yeah.
much.
Oh yeah.
I know, I always like Dylan better too.
It's just how it is.
Come on.
You know, I mean, I've always been a Bucky fangirl and stuff, even though, like, Cap's my, you know, true,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know, like, oh, yeah. But you can have both. You don't gotta
Yeah,
choose.
you know what's so funny? I always like the Hulk though, not Bruce. I like
No.
the Hulk.
Right.
Is that why your favorite color is green?
Probably.
No, it's been green way before that. It's
Yeah,
just
I
a
know.
bonus that he's green.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, no, always been a Hulk, but now it's like
Is it
Yelena
also-
and
is
Red
it-
Guardian.
Oh, is it because he's green and he's a huge rage monster?
Yes, you know how
Oh.
powerful that guy is.
Oh, very.
Just da, 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 da. Like a little.
Bam, 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 bam,
Right?
bam.
Yes, that's how it feels.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, yeah. You know how many times I'm at work and I'm just like, I wish I
I
could
wish you
just
could do that.
destroy this room. You know, just smash everything.
There's a reason you don't have superpowers.
I know I would do so many bad things.
I know.
First. So many bad things.
I like how you said that first.
Well, yeah, because then I'd be like, oh, maybe that's not the greatest thing to do. Okay, maybe. But I would do so many bad things first.
I
No.
would you would hear your aunt in your head. Now, Justine. Is that really the best?
I mean, I
is
said
that really?
no.
Is that really the best?
I mean,
plan?
I mean, smashing buildings seems pretty fun.
Well,
I mean-
were there people in it?
I didn't check. That's why I'm like, oh, bad
part of
things.
the problem.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then I'd be like, oh.
I should have thought about
yeah,
that.
and then you see all the collateral damage, and you're like, oh, well, maybe next time I'll clear the building.
So
But
how about no?
I understand, which is why I'm never gonna get superpowers. Okay. Like I know this about me. I would do very bad things. You know, just a lot of smashing and destruction. I like it.
So, but anyway, yeah.
Hulk smash. Sorry.
So yeah, so I mean, it's like we can always, you know, so we got our first initial thoughts out now.
Yes.
Then we can revisit this conversation. We can actually talk more about the actual like storyline and plot tomorrow if we notice more things.
Sure.
And stuff.
Sounds good.
That way we
Yep.
don't feel like we have to try and remember every single fucking thing. Because, you know, like with movies and stuff, you sit there and you watch it and there's so much stuff going on.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
A lot of times when you're watching it, it's almost sort of like when I'm reading and, you know, like I skim the chapter
Yeah.
or the paragraph or whatever, and I get like a really good sense of what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why when I'll read a book and stuff, depending on the type of book and stuff, I will skim a lot of it and stuff, read it, and then I'll reread it again and get more further information. But I mean, it really kind of depends on the book. But that's how sometimes these movies are like, because there's so much going on. I feel like I'm skimming it. I'm looking at an overall picture of it.
Yeah.
And then when I go back and I watch it again, I'm like zeroing and focusing on, you know, like
Other things that
Yeah.
you
specific
might have
portions
missed.
of that photograph, and I'm noticing all the little details in
Right.
it.
Well,
So that's kind of like
it's,
how it is.
It's like the same thing with movies or TV shows. Like when you've seen it already, and so you know what's gonna happen. So you're picking up on those little subtle, like conversation pieces. Like they mention little things, and you're like, oh, I know what he's talking about now.
Yeah.
Before I didn't, but now I
Right.
do because I
Yeah,
know it's
yeah.
gonna happen in the next thing. You know.
Yeah.
So it's those little subtle things that you pick up on more because you've
Yeah.
already seen it. So yeah, no, I totally get
so,
you.
And since we're seeing it tomorrow anyway, as
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
Thunderbolts.
We are the Thunderbolts.
And quite honestly, it's like if you're gonna be the, you know, like Dylan McKay of the Avengers,
Yeah.
right? Why not just call yourself Thunderbolts?
Dude, I kept waiting for Yelena to walk up after she said the same, you know, we own you to Valentina.
Uh-huh.
I kept waiting for her to go, we're the Thunderbolts. Yeah, I kept waiting
Oh,
for
yeah.
that. And I was like, oh, you guys are just going with the new Avengers? Okay, I guess that name's already branded, you know,
Yeah,
but still.
it's an already established.
Right.
Save the world.
Right.
You know,
But
that,
I'm,
you know, like half the world's half the universe's population back.
right, exactly.
You know?
All right. That's what I'm saying. What the heck, Sam? Let's just blend. We're blending. We're blending.
Yeah, it's like I want to know what happened there. Like what?
Yeah,
What the fuck? Dude?
Well, I hope they tap into that because I'm like, what the fuck, Sam?
Because
what's their big deal?
Because it's like at the end of Captain America, Brave New World or whatever and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Did they even say that he was establishing the new Avengers?
No, I don't think he
Yeah,
did.
so it's like, so if these dudes have the new Avengers first, then what the fuck?
Right. Well, that
Just
and it's
because you
like,
got the shield?
right. Well, that and it's like, why not?
Yeah, why can't it just be
why
one big group?
can't they be on your team?
Well,
Yeah,
exactly.
Or on the
you
new
can
Avengers?
have the DC satellite station. They can have the New York satellite station.
Exactly.
They already have Stark Tower.
Right.
Yeah, see?
The original Avengers building.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I know. When they landed the
my
helicopter, I
God.
was like, are you fucking kidding me?
I know. I'm like, oh.
Fucking Valentina. And she's like, it cost a lot. I was like, it better fucking cost a lot. Fucking asshole. I just had that plaster done. I left the door open for you. Oh, okay. And dropping bodies.
Yeah.
Oh my
So
gosh.
whatever. So,
Yeah.
So.
But yeah. Thank you for listening to today's episode of today's. Thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening.
No, seriously, thank you for listening, because who in their right mind would want to listen to the four of us talk about the most random shit on the planet? So thank you for listening to us. We appreciate it so much. You have no idea. So for further information about this episode, go to our website. It's bringyourownweird.com and see what other...
Bringyourownweird.com.
Yeah, I don't think they can...
BringYourOwnWeird.com.
You want to say it again? Bringyourownweird.com.
Bringyourownweird.com.
Just bringyourownweird.com.
Bring your own weird.
Okay. I think that's enough of an outro considering it's almost a minute long.